Hey guys, today we have new information about the next collaboration in Summoners War, and that is with Tekken 8. I know it's not like the famous anime or whatever new show you're watching. It is Tekken 8, the fighting game. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm like crazy high for Tekken 8, okay? Because I know of the game, I played the game a little bit as a kid, but I'm not like a huge fan of the franchise. But I'm always open to the fans down below. Leave a comment what about Tekken 8 I should really get hyped for. That'll be much appreciated. But to me and many others, this is going to be like a huge unit drop in Summoners War for Comtours to make a whole lot of money and for us to summon new character that could be strong, but let's be real, most of them are not going to be very strong anyway. But maybe I hope, okay, I can only hope they bring some new mechanic to the game because that is what I look forward to when new character drop is that they have something new, some exciting mechanic that could make everybody feel excited to pull for new character. But anyway, let's jump to the information of the collaboration. We have the pre-registration event, so you're gonna be given 10 scroll, crystal, energy, and mana stone as you pre-registered for the collaboration. And after the collab update, we get another 10 scroll, crystal energy, and mana stone. And all you gotta do is to enter your email and agree to all the terms. They're gonna take your info and and then pre-registered for the free rewards. And you can also invite a friend to join you in the prison that is called Summoners War so that you can get another 5 more scroll. That's gonna be very, very fun. So do invite a friend or two, especially if the friend is a fan of Tekken 8, so they can join Summoners War and enjoy the collaboration character. But the most important thing is we're going to meet the collab character. So I've looked through Tekken 8 character and I could say there are many other characters they can choose from because I think the main complaint about the collab right now on Reddit or Discord is that all these characters are all very, very humanoid and they're all very normal looking per se. Except for Heihachi. I think Heihachi looks like badass as fuck, okay? And I'm glad that we're gonna get him for free. But the other character, they looks very just normal. And why are there so many dudes in my game? Okay, I think the demographic for Summoners War is like 99% male. So can we get like at least 2 chicks and 2 dudes? I think that's gonna be much more amazing. But we only got Nina, and she looks really hot, by the way. But then really, does anyone who play this game care about the goon factor of this game? No, really, right? We've got 4 new character and a free character, which I think is going to be, according to the color, maybe dark element. I'm not too sure. But then there's some like fire in his pants, so maybe it's gonna be a fire element character. We're gonna see in the skill preview anyway, right? So let's take a look at the skill preview after we take a look at the collab game. So there's gonna be some fun collab game in here for us to play with, and it looks very interesting, very old school because Tekken 8 is a very old school IP as well, right? And we have a bit of a gallery here as well, looking very pretty with all the background images. I think this is gonna be like a final boss. Looks very cool. Another final boss. And the character that is this a boss or a playable character? Look like a boss to me. So we got a boss right there, playable character, and more bosses in these images. Very, very cool. So let's take a look at the skill preview for these characters. First, we got Jin. I'm sorry if I'm not very familiar with the character, okay? I don't play Tekken 8 a whole lot. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god, is that in-game sound for Summon as well? I think that's going to be skill 1. So he charged his attack. I think he kind of buffed himself with something over there, like immunity or invincibility or whatever. Doesn't look like an attack or crit rate buff animation though. Big hit. Damn, that is actually very badass and edgy. He got, wait, why is there only 1 wing? I need so many Tekken 8 fans to educate me in the comments down below. Why is it only 1 wing? Okay. I strongly believe that has to be like an invincibility or something like that. Or immunity. And then he does big damage. Damn, look at that edgy hairstyle and eyes. But looks like a damage dealer of some sort. Doesn't look like he applied any debuff like defense break on the enemy because usually when you defense break, there's gonna be like a shield with a slash in the middle as well. Something like that. Next up, we have Paw. I'm not gonna lie, he does look a bit like Ken, but with a different hairstyle. I mean, we have this guy, and then we have this guy. I'm not saying one is better than the other, okay? I'm not trying to piss off fighter game fan, but it's just the same character with a different hairstyle. They got the same thing, they got the same black belt, whatever, and the same yellow hair as well. I hope the skill animation is gonna be different though. So let's check it out. Paw. There's no voice line with these characters, yeah? Man, we really need the voice line in these collaboration, bro. Okay, he run into that. He sort of buff himself, kind of. And he does a crazy looking punch. And I hope that he can do some real damage. So he run over there. He take a stance. And then he go boom. Bro, I really hope they do good damage, man, because the theme with summoners was new character, not very strong. And I think that is kind of a problem because you don't feel very excited to pull for new character because they're not really strong. I hope he's strong though, because the animation make you feel like he's gonna do some massive giga damage. But then we have other collab character that took a couple balance patches to be really good. Next up, we have Hwoarang. All right, here we go. Let's see. Oh, so we got the yellow shirt or the yellow outfit, which means this is gonna be the wind element. And then for this guy, we got the fire element, and for Jin, we got the dark element. So I want maybe the white shirt is gonna be like the light element. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's an AoE damage skill. He runs to the enemy. He does AoE damage. It looks like he's about to do some sort of like ATB effect, for example. Maybe apply slow debuff, maybe glancing hit. But that is a multi-hit AoE damage skill. Immediately very good with artifact, right? So it's going to be a great damage dealer. Maybe a speed leader as well. Oh, there are like 4 hit in total or something. That's a lot of attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I felt like he did like 6 instances of damage, which means it's going to be great because the moment you do AoE multi-hit, you are instantly meta. So if he strip, okay, if he just strip right there, he can be usable in PvP, potentially. 1, 2, 3. I just gonna count based on the screen shake. 4, 5, something like that. Decent damage, hopefully. And then we got a Nina. Girl, you better be good. You better be good. This is the 4-star version. Remember, they will all have 4-star counterpart because they have shifted away from one family being all 5-star, one family being all 4-star. But now we have like half the family is going to be 5-star, the other half going to be 4-star, so that you're going to get your hands on potentially all of the character a bit easier, but it comes with a cost that most of the 4-star are pretty shit. Okay, she runs to the enemy. She spin kicked them, 1 attack, 3 more. Oh my god, look at that freaking backflip. Oh, earth-shattering attack as well. So another AoE multi-hit, potentially good with artifact. Maybe apply some debuff, maybe strip, you never know. Because when you apply debuff, I think there's like an icon that showed up. But here, yeah, it could be a strip. Or maybe just normal damage. It looks cool, but I wouldn't say that it's very unique. All right, and lastly, we got the free character. So I'm very interested in this guy. I don't do the hair thing. So he's gonna be free, and I hope he's gonna be good. The only thing I care about is he should be very good for PvE. Okay. So he runs to the enemy. He spin. Oh, you see that? That is like a defense break or branding. Depends on, you know, what he put on the enemy. But that is an AoE attack with defense break on it. Okay, that's pretty cool. A 4-hit AoE defense break. I kind of like that already because that is immediately usable potentially for PvE. and that's great. Okay, so right now I think the only dungeon that I have a lot of problem with left in the game, for real, I can farm everything in the game with very fast team, right? But the only dungeon that I really hate trying to farm is going to be the dungeon where you need to have buff block. Because somehow in big 2025, many years after they released this dungeon, there is still no real like crazy good team. So maybe if one of the new character can provide some sort of buff block instead of relying on like zinc or like this, which is like great option. But I want something that can potentially allow us to make a speed team, because I think you can make a speed team for like all of these, even this one, right? But this one is still a very big problem for many player to make a fun, fast farming team. So hopefully one of the new collaboration character can allow us to maybe progress in that dungeon. That's gonna be great. But this guy's gonna be the free character. I can see the fire flame around him. Maybe he's gonna be a fire element character, which is in line with that dungeon, right? Being a wind dungeon. So maybe having this guy is gonna allow us to farm that dungeon. Maybe he brings defense break, maybe he brings big damage. But the last attempt I think was like Ken, who was fire, who can brand, who can do good damage, but then he was never really super meta. Maybe this guy will. I don't know about that yet. Not like I know anything about a collaboration, right, guys? So lastly, we have the promo video. Oh, all right. Anyway, maybe that's gonna come in the future, but we don't know about any of the skill yet. We know this guy's self buff, but the dark version could be a 5-star. We know that they do a lot of AoE multi hit, except for I think this guy. So these two is gonna AoE multi hit, and this thing AoE defense break, and these two does single target damage. That is all we know. They all feel like they're gonna be damage dealer, but they're gonna somehow make some of them become support character with AoE strip or buff or whatever. That'll be amazing. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be a new collaboration coming in Summoners World very soon. So save your scroll, save the day, and I'll see you guys when the collab drop to test new character. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, if you're a Tekken 8 fan, educate me in the comment section down below. Bye bye.